hours of sanding, I'm finally ready to actually put some stain on the floor. When I did this last time, I'd built the furniture in and then I stained around it. This time I'm actually going to stain the floor before I build the furniture, so that I get kind of an even colour over the entire floor, because last time in the toilet cupboard was just bare floor. It wasn't actually protected or didn't have any stain on it, so it looks a bit weird when you open up the cupboard. It looked nice as long as you didn't open anything. And if I've got enough, I'll do inside the bottom of the cupboards as well, but I've only got half a litre. This is the same stuff I used last time. It's just some stain off of eBay, and it says 1 litre does 10 square metres. Well, this is a 4.5 metre van and it's about 2 metres wide, so it's about 9 square metres, and I've got half. Granted, not all of it needs doing, but I don't know that I've got enough. So I'll just have to get on with it and see how far I get and hope, and just prioritise the areas I think that actually are going to be seen, and then try and get to the bits that aren't afterwards. But I might end up painting myself into a corner if I do that, so don't know. It'd be fun, wouldn't it? So as you can tell, nothing's ever planned in this. So anyway, right, less gassing and more doing. Past 2 weeks I've been working off and on the bed in the van, and keen-eyed amongst you will notice that I'm actually sat down in the van at the moment. So yeah, I've clearly made some progress. I must admit I haven't filmed all of it, and because it's been about 2 weeks of working off and on, I can't remember at this point what I have actually filmed, so I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, it's been basically, the weather's been a bit of a challenge, and I was trying to get the van to a point where I could actually sleep in it to go away and camp in it. I made the decision to push on as hard as I could, but realistically I didn't make it. I was working in the van, I was working in the garage, I was working on the road outside the house, so at one point I just basically gave up on actually trying to record any of this and all of this, because much of it's repetitive. It's just kind of like marking out, cutting, that sort of thing. I think I've got the interesting bit of actually like making the pull out slider bed. So yeah, I must admit there's not a lot of detail in this, but I'm really happy with the result. The fact that I'm currently sat in the van on a basically finished bed or sofa come bed, is honestly, it's incredible. So I'm really happy with the progress that I've made. And today, whilst I'm working in this will come up in a future episode. I'm currently working on putting in the walls and working my way down to the oven. So like I said, that will come out in a future video. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this. I think it looks really smart. One of the best investments I've actually made in a tool to date has got to be that universal track saw kit that goes onto my DeWalt circular saw. Honestly, if you're looking at building a van and starting from scratch and you've got a circular saw, regardless of what brand it is or how good it is, honestly, buying that kit, I'll leave a link down in the description below. Honestly, it's not sponsored obviously, but it's just one of the tools. I've got so many tools now and it's one of the best things I've bought in the past sort of 8 months. It's completely transformed the quality of my workmanship. I've been getting perfectly straight cuts where I could use like an angle of aluminium and a clamp and stuff. The aluminium would always wander slightly, so previous to using this track saw kit, and honestly I'm so pleased with how this has come out. I've got perfectly straight cuts. It's basically given me a 2.8 metre square because of the aluminium square bit that comes at the end, so I just get fantastic cuts. I'm so happy with it. Yeah, so basically there's nothing else really left to do than just to show you what I've managed to cut, what I've managed to film, and then come back and show you the finished result basically. Yeah, let's roll the time lapse. Oh fuck. I hope you like this design as much as I do. I'm really happy with it. I think it's going to be great. I think once I've got the bugs ironed out with the draw runners, I think it's going to be great, and it's going to be so much better than what we had before. So one of the design features that we put in this time is we put hinges on the back of the sofa, which allows us basically to pull the back of the sofa forwards, and then we can probably drop dirty washing down there, to be fair, so that when we're away for 2 weeks, anything that we've worn and it just needs to go through the laundry, actually that'll be separated from our clean clothes. So we'll have one each side, which would be really nice, like one for each of us. And honestly, I'm dead chuffed with how this has come out. So yeah, sorry that the videos have come out a bit sporadically of late. It's only me doing the work, doing the editing, and then obviously with my full-time job as well. So time could be a little bit pressured, and I can't always keep to a weekly schedule, unfortunately. But if you have got this far, thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't yet, please do hit the subscribe button. I'd love to get to 1,000 subscribers sooner rather than later. That would really help me out, and it's a free way. Everyone says this. It's a free way of supporting me, and just liking what I do. So yeah, I really appreciate it, and you'll see me whenever the next upload is. Hopefully, when I'm working on this wall and getting the oven installed. But it's just started showering again, and I've got power tools outside, so I better run off and get them in before the rain gets to them. But anyway, yeah, thanks so much for watching. See you next time.